Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be having a listening party for Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. This is just one I want to do for myself, I guess, because it's a good album, it's a great listen, breaks up the monotony from listening to the pop stuff that I've been listening to. So, it's fun, it's great, has some absolute hits in this. I mean, who doesn't like a good Guns N' Roses album? If I'm being honest, especially after saying that some of the songs in Ultraviolence sounded like it could have possibly been inspired by this band. I was thinking, why not do Appetite for Destruction? So all that being said, let's just jump into this. Uh, Honestly, I think Welcome to the Jungle has one of the greatest intros for a song like ever written. It just keeps adding to the energy. It's just building up perfectly. Mm. And a catchy riff to boot. I'm hearing the how different the guitars are left and right. I know it's like two different people playing rhythm and lead, but I didn't realize that they were actually that different. Mm. It really just is a well written song. I feel like Axel Axel Rose as a vocalist shouldn't work, but man, he has really good pipes. Whatever he's doing here is weird though. His weird moans or whatever. This the riff that happens right here is just clean. I think what also I have to appreciate is it definitely. I think that especially at this part, it just never. It feels like such a weird tangent, but it fits as like a weak transitional part to this. I don't know. It's just fun. Yeah, honestly, Axl Rose and Slash being in the same band together, just yeah, it was gonna be a hit from the start. I mean, his guitar playing, it's just all the notes are perfect. Oh, and then they just do this switch up. Yeah, I don't know. The drummer of Guns N' Roses, I think he's what also makes this part work. I think if the drummer wasn't as good as he is, then this switch up here would not work at all. Mm. Yeah, the drummer. I props to the drummer too. Yeah, honestly, in the bass part, it's keeping up. I have to give credit to the basses for keeping up. Mm. It's honestly such an energetic beginning to an album. It's solid, like a definitely a solid intro. I can just imagine you buy this album, that's what you hear, first song, and it's just ooh. I I think if there's one thing I do appreciate about Axl Rose as a singer is that he definitely has different voices that he uses, and it makes listening to the songs more entertaining because it adds variety throughout the whole album. I think growing up, I think at one point I might have thought that there were two vocalists because I just didn't believe that who was singing Welcome to the Jungle would also sound like this. Oh, it just, this actually sounded really nice. Mm, this is actually sounded super dope. This is like the first time I've heard this song. Ooh. I don't think it counts as a Guns N' Roses song if there isn't a solo in there. Got nothing better to do and I'm bored. Nice. I think this is just tripping me up. It's just very energetic, and then just randomly we have this. It sounds like it's slowing down the tempo and everything. Like right now, I am questioning whether or not Axl Rose is actually singing this. I was wrong. It's not a Guns N' Roses song unless there's two guitar solos. My bad. Mm. I think the other members of the band that is not Axl Rose and Slash deserve credit for writing like everything else, you know? I think growing up, this was one of my favorite songs. Like just not just by Guns N' Roses, but just straight up. I just like it. It's a great intro riff. Also, I think because of that SNL sketch, I'm just noticing all the cowbell. I should have listened to this when I was sick. The bassist is really popping off on this one. It's like the bass line is like really good on this one. I've never actually listened to it. I've just put it on and enjoy it. Mm. It's with songs like these. I just want to know, did the did they have the vocal line first or was it the riff first? Ready to crash it. This one just has the is just the most energetic to me. Just very hype. It's so weird to hear the guitar is like more on the left side than center for the solo. It's like an odd choice. And now it's center. I want. I don't want to say that's a mistake, but I wonder if that was intentional to be left than center. Mm. I mean, they just play so well together. Mm. This is literally just all of them working as a well-oiled machine. It's mm, 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 mm. No, yeah, this is oh my goodness. From now on, every party I'm at where I can possibly play something, I'm playing this. This would get the party turned. Typically, I would not like a song that just drags out the ending so long, but this one they're just never running out of steam. Man, it's so crazy to think. It's just hearing everything play along with each other. It's just I think it's one of those things where I could tell that I would love to be a fly on the wall when this song was getting recorded and written because I can tell there was so much fun being put into it. They were just grooving. It sounds like such a jam song. They're just grooving till the end. It's an interesting riff. There's a lot of guitar stuff happening. It's like at least three things happening right now. It is crazy to me how little it seems like the drummer is actually using crashes and cymbals and all that stuff. Like I know that the drummer is, but it feels as if as if he's just sticking with the hi hat the majority of the time. It's weird to me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I think that's the most common use of a crash is just the bell of a ride, and then accents. But it's just It is insane. Both the guitars are playing the exact same thing, but they just sound so separate at the same time. I don't know why that's tripping me up too. I could imagine, or not, I can imagine. Slash definitely is the type of guitarist to where legitimately no note ever sounds wrong. Oh, they're just keeping it going. Ooh. Like, Slash could be out of key, but it never sounds wrong. It's an interesting thing for the guitar. Very dissonant. It's weird. I have no idea what just happened. We just kind of got back to vocals. Ah, yes. I'm happy I can finally say this. I think one of my favorite things about 80s rock is how the vocalist will be singing the chorus or like whatever, and the guitarist will just be in the background just absolutely shredding, you know? Like it's just playing absolutely crazy, you know, on the guitar or whatever, and it's just background, whatever. I will. I will take that one to heart. That was solid. Yeah, I figured I knew this one. Knew how this one started at least. It's just they definitely love to have fun with their guitars. I have to give them that. It's a groovy. This definitely has like a lot of groove to it. Mm. I think the bass is carrying this one for sure. Like the guitars are playing to their heart's content, but I think the bass is carrying this one. Yeah, no, this is really grooving hard. Is that was that a guitar? Or was that somebody going wow? That was a weird sound. Oh, that sounded cool. That actually sounded really cool. That whatever effect they put on the guitar is nice. Just perfectly going back to this. I think the riff in this song deserves as much love as Sweet Child of Mine. I feel like it just kind of it's keeping me on my feet. I feel like I'm not able to expect what's happening. I don't think I've ever actually heard the song all the way through, thinking about it. Yowza. What? All right, best ending. Mr. Brownstone has the best ending out of any song. I've never noticed that low bass voice before. Honestly, I think this one has a solid intro. I think this intro is definitely. I might have an unpopular opinion. I think Paradise City has a better intro than Welcome to the Jungle, solely because of how the song ends up going. In like, I don't know, next 30 seconds. I mean, solid riffs, solid bass playings, and I mean, Axel sounds like beautiful in the beginning, and then, just completely switch it up. It's nice. This is also a solid riff. I don't understand why Sweet Child of Mine gets all the love. Guns N' Roses has so many great riffs that people should spam at Guitar Center. I don't know why, but when I was growing up, I would always think of Paradise City as just Florida. I don't know why, but that would be where my mind would go. This is just fun. This is honestly just a fun song. This one is just easy listening for a good time. I feel like the fact that I don't have a beer in my hand to drink along with this one, I'm just not enjoying it properly. Like that's a nice little arpeggiated guitar part there. Ooh, that's a nice harmony for the riff. I don't think I've ever noticed that the harmony that goes with that riff. This bassist is definitely having fun for this one. I think just listening to all of the parts of this one, it's just good times. I'm just feeling good to listen to this one. And then drummer decides just to have a great drum fill. I bet when Guns N' Roses plays this song live, this part where they just go into like the ending of this song, it's just all hell breaks loose. I bet that crowd goes nuts. There's another one with a guitar where Slash is just absolutely shredding right under the guitarist. It's like he's not even the focus, but he's just going at it. Oh, a nice little bass movement there, descending the scale. This is another one I think I'd want to see the writing and recording session. I know they're just like, Slash, just tell us when you're done. I really wouldn't be surprised if it was just Slash telling them when they're done, and Axel just like going with it until the end. Yeah, no, this. Yeah, I bet the crowd goes nuts when this one gets played. This is definitely a song that has to be heard live. I could tell. Ooh. I was not expecting a sub bass, something synthy. And then the guitars are really nice here. Uh, oh. All right, then. You didn't. All right, whatever. Mm. Hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm just really obsessed with how this one started. Three nice guitar parts, man. Oh, that was clean. That was actually clean. I love that. And this guitar solo is kind of quiet compared to everything else. This also has another great riff that I think deserves more love. Nice. Yeah, all right. They really love this cowbell. I can't. They use it a lot. I mean, one of the best things you can do is have a distinct sound. Okay, I really like how they pass around the position of where this lead is. It really sounds like the two guitarists had the idea of what they were going to play, and that's about it. They knew the idea of what they were going to play. Is that a. What is that instrument? Is that a. I know that has to be some type of like chordal instrument, like a. Is that like a harp or something, or an organ? That's weird. That's a weird sound. It's something I've noticed is it definitely sounds like a lot of the time for the solos, it sounds like there's like a key change, but I might be wrong. It just might be a different chord progression. But every single time there's a solo, or almost every time, it just sounds like there's a key change, and they just bring it back when it's time for the vocals to come back in. You also got to appreciate how they're just always able to find their way back to the verse section, It's a nice solid. I mean, but definitely a solid anchor point for them. It just gets so crazy. It's nice to have something grounded. Yo, what is this? It's so weird. It's just out of the blue. Like, I don't think I've ever heard something like that before. For a second, it sounded like the vocals were going along with what the guitar was playing. It's, what is this ending? Wait, what? I mean, I guess. There it is. Uh, I would have been mad if they didn't give us that tonal ending. I would have been mad. I mean, but when it's a classic, it's a classic. Other riffs deserve love, but this is a classic. And then the bass line. This bass line could be like a guitar riff in and of itself. This is another example of just the minds of everybody just working so well. Just, again, a well-oiled machine. Man, hearing the guitars in the different spots is really interesting. Because it's definitely just like a completely different guitar playing on my left side versus a guitar playing on my right side. Like, this is clean, and this has like a phaser or a flanger or something on it. And it just comes back together. Yeah, definitely them as a well-oiled machine. Okay, so now this side is clean, and this has a little bit of distortion on it. And honestly, lyrically, this one is just beautiful. I don't know. Just overall, you feel everything. Not only the music, but the lyrics. Is there a flanger on the bass too? Seems like they put it on the bass for a second. I still think this bass deserves more credit, especially on this song. It's like it's a good song. I'm really glad that they just let Axel just show off a little bit there. This is another example of it just sounds like the notes that Slash picked to play are just very like carefully picked. Every note just sounds, I don't know how I can say how much it sounds deliberate, how deliberate sounds. Like earlier I said that Slash could play wrong notes and it would sound right, but this one, there's no way he's playing a single wrong note. It's just all flawless. And then just boom. Love the dynamic difference. And then Slash is still like, whatever, it's still my song. Honestly, I really love this part. It just, It really builds that anticipation for this last chorus. It's so nice. Honestly, this like last part of the song, the last chorus here, has no right being this good. It's ah. Mm. Honestly, if you have not heard this one, man, I feel like I was talking a lot of crap on this one, but if you haven't heard this one, uh, and you're in high school or older, then shame on the parents. Oh, all right, we're just coming out the gates with this one. Surprised they didn't do the count off with the cowbell. This feels like the complete antithesis of Sweet Child of Mine. They're like, all right, we're done boring the audience. Let's crank it again. Ooh, I think if there's one thing that I can appreciate about the music is that when it changes up, I guess the section they're in, there's no warning whatsoever. It's just, boom, we're at somewhere else now. I just wouldn't expect hearing two different guitars. I keep coming back to this, but it's just crazy to me to hear two different guitar parts be so clear and concise. Ah. Hmm. Really, it's just nice, nice. They're just nice and in sync with that. It just feels like a weird energetic calm in the midst of all this chaos. Mm. Ooh. Nice. Okay, that ending slapped. I can't deny. That was an interesting first few notes on that guitar. That's an interesting riff or line. Oh my. I guess when it's called anything goes, then I guess that means anything. This is starting off so weird. What is that? Oh, is that the? Uh, they even. This has a talk box. There's a lot going on this one. They had that scraper percussion thing. They definitely have a talk box in this. It's just this one really just started by grabbing your attention. Nice syncopation. Hmm. The solo's for the talk. I was really hoping the solo would have been all. Okay, never mind. Half a solo or the whole. Yeah, I don't mind. No, wait. Let's see. How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh my God. What? That was weird. That's. I don't know how else to describe it other than that was weird. Trading fours between the talk box or a synth or whatever with the guitar. Just. That was weird. That one, I can tell, was they literally wrote that thinking, how funny would it be if we did this? That's how this entire song feels. It's just like, hey, yo, what if we just did this? Just switched up the style of the song completely? Just swing it. Start swinging. No, literally, when they say anything goes, they mean it. That is fun. That's just fun. Okay. Just start with some grooving on the drums. Got it. Nice bass line. Bass. The bassist is finally getting his due, his recognition. Another solid riff, I have to say. Oh, phaser on the vocals. Wonder why they're putting a phaser on the vocals. I thought they were about to switch up everything for a second. This is another solid riff. And the bass line is killing it. The bass is it's a solid bass line. It's just it's such an odd choice. I know it's because of the drums. but it just sounds way more held back, even though it doesn't seem held back. And I think it's because the drums are closed hi-hat rather than open. This guitar solo is weird. Oh my god. Oh, that's definitely moaning. It just keeps going. It's getting louder. Is it still going? I thought I still heard the moaning for a second. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can get behind this. Hmm. It's almost like it's a completely new song. It. This doesn't sound like the Rocket Queen at all. This sounds like a brand new song. I feel like Anything Goes should have been the first song on this album. It just would have really set the stage. I'm refusing to believe. I know I see the song title and that the time's still going, but I refuse to believe this is the same song as the Rocket Queen I was starting. Mm. It's, I'm not gonna lie, this is really good. Like, especially with the solo, this is really grown on me. This sounds like it could belong in the '90s rock scene, like Spin Doctors type of stuff. Mm. Nice, nice. Really hit him with that climactic ending. It's not climactic unless the kicks just really keep going. Oh man. So I only knew like I want to say what half the songs on this. Let's see. Welcome to the Jungle, Night Train, Mr. Brownstone, Paradise City, My Michelle, and Sweet Child of Mine. Yeah, half the songs I've listened to before, but of those, I think half of that I actually really knew. The Jungle, Night Train, Paradise. No, no, no. Four of them. Four out of the six songs that I've listened to, I really knew. Uh, Mr. Brownstone, and My Michelle. I've heard those before, but I never really listened. And then the rest of the album, the other six songs, was like a first time. Like, my God, that was. My dad was right. He told me that he's never listened to an album that from beginning to end was awesome, but this album, from top to bottom, it legitimately just kept me on the edge of my seat. It was awesome. I never knew what to. It's so weird because it feels like all the songs were structured the same way, but it never felt like I listened to the same song twice. And I think that just proves to show how great of a vocalist Axl Rose is and how great they were at writing the songs to somehow keep it fresh the entire way through. And then close to the end, when you probably would have got sick of hearing it the same, they just decided, screw it, let's switch it up. I mean, I don't know. It's just they were really killing it. The second half, I don't think I was really expecting. I don't think I was able to expect anything except for Sweet Child of Mine. The entirety of the second half of this album, I didn't know what was going to happen because they just kept taking a left turn when I thought they were going to go right. It's just, ah, yeah. Rocket Queen? I feel like the fact that only one song on this album has a billion streams and it's Sweet Child of Mine is criminal. These are, at bare minimum, this album deserves more love. There were some great riffs that were, I mean, Nightrain has a great riff. Mr. Brownstone was really groovy. I mean, it's just, I think, in all honesty, a lot of this is just like put Sweet Child of Mine to shame. I am, it's still a good song, but there are more songs on this album that deserve that level of recognition. This was a great album. 10 out of 10. If you listen to this album with me, then listen to it without me talking through it. If you just watch the video without listening to the album, then what you got to listen to it with the album playing along with you. And yeah, and if you listen to the album without watching this, then watch this with the album. But with all that being said, uh yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did. It was a great album. I really enjoyed this. This is compared to the last album that I did. It's so weird. I'm trying to alternate between the metal stuff and indie stuff to so I don't drive myself crazy doing only one genre so I don't get bored. And I think after doing the Lana Del Rey album where it's just very relaxed and very, I want to say relaxed and chill, to come to this, it's just like whiplash. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It is a great album. Listen to this album again. Put it on repeat if you want. This is great. I think I'm gonna listen to this again. I'm definitely gonna listen to Anything Goes and Rocket Queen again. Those two rocked. And Night Train. It's still like my favorite. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and or night. Peace.